poetic. Definitely judging my past self for that, like, girl. I'm absolutely right. You barely know this man. Hi, I am the eldest Gen Z. What is adulting? We're still learning. Welcome back to my channel. I am in my mid-20s. I thought it would be a good idea to take a look back at past journal entries. I am just going to click on a random folder. April 2018, I was junior in college. The tendrils in the upper left of my chest are tense. Oh my gosh, is this poetic? You can tell me in the comments if it is or it isn't. I feel as though I can feel each droplet of blood attempting to squeeze through. My mind feels disoriented, seized. I'm trying to think, but I can't. Too many thoughts, too much anxiety. Is this what they talk about in fairy tales? Feeling tense and unsure of yourself, wanting to both speak to explain why you're right and speak to smooth things over. It was a pithy fight. It started as a joke. Fights, no matter how small, should not have any merit at 2 a.m. Is this the way it's always going to be? Is this the way it's supposed to be? We both like to be right. We're only 4 months in. Okay. This is dating in your young adulthood. Everything weighs so heavily. Like, 4 months? Babe. Stop. You barely know this man. At this time, I was dating someone who I was driving 2 hours to see every weekend or almost every weekend over the course of those months. So I'm sure for me, and maybe you can relate to this, like sitting there and feeling like I've put so much effort and time into this already. Now reflecting, it's like 4 months is such a small, minuscule amount of time. In the span of a relationship, potentially someone you'll spend multiple years with, if it is not clicking, it's okay to just let it go. Like 4 months time of investment in something does not mean you have to do it for the rest of your life. Let it go, let it go. There's definitely passion here, care, frustration, lust, but will it last? Newsflash, it didn't. He has too much growing up to do. I have a lot of life to live. Baby girl, yes, you know, whole lifetime ahead of you, which you still have not even really stepped into. But I don't want to give up on it. Not yet, at least. So I'm lying next to this person, my back pressed against the wall, a pillow shielding me. From what? I don't know. He snores. I weep, or at least I want to. He told me that he used to think that someone needed to cry over him in order to show they care about him. Is that the source of my tears? My eyes are wells with emotions I've only ever expressed to my mother. This is how new I was to dating. I had hardly dated anyone by this point. I think 4 months in was actually my longest relationship at this point. Oh, that's why it felt so heavy. This was like my first, is it love or is it lust situation? Oh my gosh, wow. Can anyone relate? Because at this point, I felt like this was really late for me to be having this experience for the first time. I felt like I was already like really old by not dating in high school and stuff. I don't know. Can anyone relate? I want to sleep right now, but I can't. Someone wore his scent yesterday and I felt a twinge in the upper left of my chest. Who's going to break the stronghold first tomorrow? I want to, and I think I should, but I don't want him to think he's won. I'm absolutely right. I'm frightened by the thought of being the adult because we both should be the adult, but someone has to take the first leap. I mean, she's right. My past self was right. I definitely should try to be mature in the situation, but I don't think I should have been thinking about, oh, I won, he lost. Like, that feels really unhealthy to me now in hindsight. Okay, so there's a few lessons to be learned here. Determine your own path for when you pursue a relationship. Like, don't feel like there's a specific timeline that you have to follow or like a specific timeline to have with someone. Take your time. Go at the pace that you want to go. Like, don't feel like you're being pressured. And if it is coming from external factors, like, just know that's not okay. Something else to be learned here is like, it is really unhealthy in a relationship to be comparing like wins for losses. Yeah, just, I don't think I'd recommend that. Don't think about it as winning. Think about it as like you're working together against the thing, right? Not that you're against each other. Thirdly, I guess this was a positive in that moment that I was using journaling as a mechanism to like deal with my emotions in that moment. That's really why I journal in the first place, and hopefully this will like encourage someone else to do the same thing because I think it can be really helpful for just like processing emotion. Go with your instincts. I feel like if I was making a journal entry like this, that was a good thing for me to do. It helped me process and ultimately help us make a decision. This was the journal entry that like preempted us breaking up, and I can do a video on that in the future, or maybe I'll do it on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok and you can see my dog there.
More thoughts I had while editing.
5. If he seems emotionally unavailable, i.e., if he says toxic stuff like,
"They need to cry over me in order to prove they care about me."
"Sis," it's probably a good idea to heed that warning. 6. While you should determine your own path for your relationship, it's also important not to rush. What do you think? Is 4 months too soon to feel sure about someone you're dating? Is 1 year enough time to truly know someone?
LMK your thoughts in the comments.
So like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!